All right, guys, this is just going to be a really quick video on how to add the products that we were just putting together inside of this document. Now, again, I really encourage you to make one of these documents for you. I'd give you a template, but it's pretty self-explanatory, right? So again, like I usually use my iPhone and just kind of list out the products and do my pricing and try to like work out all my pricing before I actually get to adding the specific products inside of Go High Level, okay? So I'm going to be using this since we just worked it all out on the last video, and then we're going to essentially just add the products inside of our Go High Level. Like hopefully you guys have signed up. If you haven't yet, there is a referral link underneath this video if you guys want to sign up, and then of course you get my template, and everything as well with that. So click on the link below, and again, I've walked you through this thing multiple times, but if you guys are still watching these videos and you haven't picked up all of the templates yet for like the Rockstar V2 for this SLO that we've been putting together, here's your chance. Hop in, get the opt-in page, get the video warm-up, the sales page, all of these things that we're talking about. This is your chance to pick it up, and starting at just $7. I mean, we've been talking about $7 products. Of course, no shame plug here. Talking about $7 offers, and this guy's got a $7 offer. It's just because I practice what I preach, and I have my own $7 offers as well. So, guys, enough of the plug. Let's just hop into this. And, first what we want to do is we want to create our very first product. In this case, since we're just going on the guitar course, model that we've been going after for the demo, I'm just going to copy and paste this. So I'm going to get that on the clipboard there. And then I'm going to move over to the payments section, okay? Now this is just a demo account, right? And it's screaming at me that I have to set up my Stripe account, okay? Now if you guys are brand new to High Level and you've never done this thing before, it actually is extremely, extremely easy. So don't be scared about setting up a credit card processor or anything like that if this is your first time doing this, okay? What you can do if you've never set up if you haven't set up like a credit card processing before, if you head over into Help Desk, there's actually, and then you click on the Learning tab, you'll see this Funnel Vision's Quick Setup Builder, okay? Click on this course section, and this is a breakdown of how to get all the little things inside of Go High Level setup, like whether it's your calendar, your Stripe account. I don't know why the banner's not loading. I guess it just doesn't want to load today. Interesting. There it goes. So I got to get rid of that video. It's so weird. But I have all these videos, and again, this is all included for free. This is all included, okay? So I have like a watch here. This is kind of like just a tour of Funnel Visions, which was my white label when I was still doing white label, but this will give you a good walkthrough of what Go High Level is, how it all works. This is like one-on-one stuff. So if you are intermediate or advanced, this is probably isn't for you. So, but I walk you through everything, like how to add your domain name, how to add your credit card processing, which is what we're talking about here. This is how to add your Stripe account, how to create and add products, which is really what this video is, but we're just going to shoot it again. And then how to set up emails and automations and workflows and like all these things, okay? And that's all inside of this quick setup guide, okay? So if you get stuck and you have no idea how to set up Stripe, just click on this video and it'll talk all about it inside. Okay, enough said. So once you have your Stripe account set up, now come back to this video, I suppose, and we just want to add our first product. Now this thing is kind of in the way yelling at me. There we go, get that out of there. So what we want to do is payments. We go to payments, and we're not trying to create an invoice. No, we want to go over to where it says products on the top bar here, and then just click on products, okay? No products in here because this is a demo account. Cool. So click on the blue button. Let's create our first product. Now there's all different kinds of options we can get into on this, but I just keep it simple. And I have lots and lots of products, and I just keep this thing simple. So I already copied and pasted this guitar course, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to drop that in, master guitar course, okay? Now, you don't have to fill out description or media. You don't have to do any of this stuff, and I'll show you why here. I suppose can I duplicate it? Yeah. I'll get this guy loaded here, and I'll just kind of show you what this looks like in a second on the order page, but yeah, maybe we'll wait for it to load. Yeah, so let's hop into sites here, blah, blah, blah. I know it's a fake account. Go here, and then order page, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do this for the order page, and then also to add your products to the order page and to a sales page, okay? The sales page, if I click here, this is a two-step order form, as it's called, okay? And a two-step order form, very simply, is this button right here is attached to this form, okay? So this form, essentially, it's like you fill out your name, blah, 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 and whatever it is, And when you put that in on the very next page, then it's going to have all of your products and everything listed. Whereas on the order page, it's just an order page. I think you've seen one of these before, okay? And it's saying no products available because there are no products added. So I'm going to show you how to do both of these, okay? So let me just close those down and hop back into where we are. So I don't add images usually, and I don't do any descriptions, okay? Just the title. Come down here, okay? Keep going, keep going. We want a global product. Yes, you guys can figure out your tax thing, however you guys work that out. Usually more on the e-commerce side for if it's being shipped from somewhere else and warehoused and all that stuff. I'm no attorney or no accountant, so ask your accountant. But prices, one time, recurring. Obviously, recurring is for subscriptions. One time is one time. We're only charging one time because we wouldn't want to charge a subscription on the front end of our SLO by any means. So $7, that's what we figured out. That's the conclusion we came to. And I'm just going to copy it right off of the notes that, we did in the last video. And this is how I want you guys doing it too. Because now we have it all laid out. We can just copy and paste it in. Okay. So Master Guitar Course, $7. Very good. $7. We don't ever want to do variants. I've talked about this in the past. And literally that is it. We just hit save. We hit save. Boom. We have it. We get save one more in the top right just to be 100%. And then we can get back. Sure enough, we have the Guitar Master Course. Very cool. Let's create another product, okay? So what's the next thing? The next thing is, now again, like if you're doing quantity order break discount, I'm going to do, just as an example, purely as an example, I'm going to do like 1x, just to show you guys like what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously don't do it this way unless you're doing, we've talked about it in the last video about like, let's just say if you have an e-commerce product, you're doing quantity order break discount. We've already talked about that. I just want to show you what it looks like, okay? So we'll just do like 14 and then like, I don't know, like 30 or something like that. It just doesn't matter. It's just for an example to show you what that looks like, okay? So I'm just going to really quickly add these other products in just to show you how that quantity order break discount looks. So just say 15, whatever, and save, and then back, and then new product. And you guys can see like how I've been doing this a while. So you do 4, come down to the bottom here, and I don't know, like 30, and save, whatever. Okay, back. That's how fast you can create products. Like usually when I'm doing these videos, like I'm talking through it, so it looks like it takes way longer. You can set this thing up in an afternoon, like no doubt. Okay, so now you have 3. If you're doing a course, you're probably only gonna have 1 item. Okay, now the bump. This is how we do bumps. It's kind of interesting. So let's just say we're gonna use this product, and I don't want to necessarily call it a PDF like that. We just want to do it like that. Okay, so I'm gonna add the product. I'm gonna paste that in. And it's the exact same setup on the product creation page. So if we're doing it for $7, there's nothing else to change on here. We actually tell, when we're adding these to our funnel, we then tell it that it's an order bump, okay? And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Let me add all these other products. 3x checklist. And how much are we doing that for? 17. Cool. Save. Next. One of the fastest videos we've done so far. This feels nice. No leaf blower, guys. I mean, it's what a good day it is. 15 minutes and I don't know, 37. Save. There we go. And now we also want to add the OTOs in. So usually I just go with the first. I mean, you can name these. You should be naming these something kind of fancy, like brand it, right? Don't just say 3 private lessons. I mean, you could say 3 private lessons with Josh. It is very direct and very to the point. So in most, yeah, I mean, I would go with this. On the OTOs, just say 3 private lessons with Josh. It's very straightforward and exactly what they're getting, and it's very easy to understand. On this, we call it the Master Guitar Course or some cool name because the sales page talks all about it anyways, right? So they already know what it is. On a one-time offer, we want to be very direct. So I wouldn't really play around with fancy branding names, actually. So just 3x private lessons with Josh. And we'll do that. And we'll do, I won't even do anything else in that. And let's just say it's 47. Okay. And then let's just say Master Acoustic Guitar Course. Oh, Master acoustic guitar course, 97. Now, and I should show you, actually, I need to go back up here. Actually, I skipped one of these things, okay? See how we have a downsell right here for 97? So what you want to do for the downsell, use the same, you can use the same name or whatever, but so is it 3 lessons? Yeah, 3 private lessons with Josh. So we could say discount, okay? Don't put it, like the customer could like, they're not going to see this, but I still like, just in case, like, you know, because it'll probably be on a receipt that is emailed to them, okay? A Stripe receipt that's emailed. So you don't want it to be like downsell. Like you don't like put discount, okay? Be proper. And anyone sees downsell, they're gonna feel weird about themselves. So, did I do this right? 3 private lessons with Josh. I thought discount. Okay. Discount. And then what was the discounted price? $297. Whatever we were doing, let's just say 97 now. Okay, I forgot what I charged for that. Let's look. 47, and then okay, so obviously that's backwards. So we'll do 197. Okay, so regular price, and I don't know why it's, sometimes it'll do that and you have to edit this. I don't know why it does that, but sometimes it does that. Go to the bottom, hit save. Okay, back, and just save it just in case. So there you go. So you have the 3 private lessons for $197, and then the discount, the $100 off for $97. Okay, very cool. So we have that, and the next thing we want to do is now add the acoustic. All right. So let's add the acoustic, and this, see how much faster it's going. Like when you actually, because you'd be sitting here all day then trying to like figure out and changing price and everything. You just put it all into doc like that, and then just zip through it and copy and paste it. It's save you so much time. Save you so much time. Whatever this was, we'll just call it 47. It was 97. Oopsie daisy. And then, so our continuity plan, okay? Now, there are different ways of doing this, okay? Now, you know, we would need a name for this, and let's just say, we could just say like community, okay? So I'm going to call it community. But here's the thing, in Go High Level, you actually, I suppose I could show you. Yeah, I mean, like, whatever. Like, we're here, like, we're all family at this point. So, like, let's just, I'll show you guys how to do this. So if you come over to memberships, go to communities, click on groups. Watch how fast I can create a group. Okay, click on groups. You don't have community, create a community. Now, all this stuff, right? They want all this stuff or whatever. This is just a fake account. So, group name, guitar master, something, something, create group. Hopefully it's not yelling at me. Master guitar. I just want to show you guys how fast you can create a continuity program. Look at there, I have my group. Now I hit, I'm going to goof this if I log in, but let's just see if it, hopefully it doesn't mess my cookie tracking and all that up. New password. I don't know. Sure. That sounds fun. There we go. Look at how fast I just created a group, guys. Oh, it's gonna, sure. Whatever, we'll just use that. Sure. You get the idea. Boom. Look, I have a group. I can now charge monthly anything, right? And the reason why I did this is because I wanted to show you the pricing is very, so like, it's kind of confusing, okay? Because most people, they would go into products right here. They would create a product, and it would be like community. They would type in community or whatever, and they would come down here, and they would just go recurring $97 a month. You don't want to do it that way if it's a community inside of High Level, okay? And the reason you don't want to do that is because the community has its own. I'll show you here. So when you create your community, you hit settings, and you come up to like subscription right here. And if you want to charge for it, see how it says free, you add price. And you want to do it through the community. Do not do it on on this product page, okay? It's very important you don't do that. So whatever you guys want to charge, $49, recurring, 0 trial, monthly, sure, add price, okay? Oops, payment, oh, bummer. I wanted to show you guys this. What if it's test? Nah, of course we can't even do it because I'm not adding a Stripe account. But either way, once we add that product in, okay, or like $49 a month or whatever, when you come back here and you refresh the page, it'll say community guitar course or whatever you name the course. It'll say guitar, so it's Guitar Master. So it'll say community dash Guitar Master. I just want to be very clear with this. Do not ever, ever, ever delete that product. Like you can hit these 3 dots and go to delete. Don't ever do that. I did that once. This is why I'm telling you guys this. It was a huge mess. We had to like I had to contact Go High Level Support. It took a month and a half for them to get it all fixed. Okay, so don't ever, if you ever make a community, don't ever delete it here. Always make the changes and everything inside of here. Okay, so it'll show up. I'm gonna pretend now, so don't do it this way. I'm just gonna pretend community, and then like we'll just call it like don't do it this way. I'm telling you, do not do it this way. It won't work anyways. Okay, I'm just doing this to show you what it would look like so we can put it on our funnel later. Okay, so it'll say community. Okay, and just to show you, actually we edit it even further, just be very exact. Guitar Master, because it'll literally say community, and then it'll say Guitar Master, whatever the name of our community is, just like that. It'll look exactly like that with the name of your community. It'll look just like that. Perfect. Now let's go back. We are a little fake community. OTO3, and then of course this is just on the thank you page. Okay, so guys, this is what we can do next. We have all of our products in, so now we need to add our products to our funnel. Okay, so we click on sites here, and I'm going to show you how to do this both ways. Again, you could do this, let's start on the sales page. You can do it on either or. I personally like doing this on the sales page and do not normally use an order page. You'll see all of my funnels. I don't do order pages because it's like they have to go to a new page, and believe it or not, like there might be some information that they're still looking for, whatever it may be. On a 2-step order form, it's nice because that pop-up comes up, and if they're looking at the pricing and they're still not sure yet, they can hop off of it. They can still read more about, like, if they have a question or something, and then just come right back into it. You also collect the email address as well, which then we can send abandoned cart email sequences that way as well. And that's like a true, like they added to a cart. You can also use the Facebook Pixel, or API as they call it these days, and you can create a custom audience for people that have essentially added items to their cart. It's very clever, and that's more of an advanced thing. And I don't know, take me in the help desk community if you guys have a question about that. We talk all about it in Funnel Visions. And by the way, if you join Funnel Visions, again, where we meet up every single week live on Wednesdays, I'll just set it up for you. So every time somebody adds a product to their cart, so they like essentially it's like they visit the order page, but they don't buy. We want to target those people with ads called retargeting ads, right? We want to retarget those people and make sure that they, come back someday. And we do that with an ad, and we can usually get a very, very good price with that. They hit very, very hard for those kind of retargeting ads. And again, I could elaborate more, but anyways, let's get these products added. So sales page. So if you're doing a 2-step order form where you click on the button and then the pop-up happens and it has the order form inside of the pop-up, it would be under products. So, you just click products right here and we add the product. Okay. So you click product, and now we have to find the very first one. So Master Guitar Course, that's our core product. We click on price. It's right there. You can't change it or anything. If you want to change it, you have to go back into payments and change it there. And that is it. You just hit save. Okay. Cool. Now it's yelling at me. There's no payment integration. So it's because we didn't set one up. Next thing. Okay. Yeah. So again, like I'm doing this as just a pure example, but I'm going to do the 2x guitar course. And again, like we talked all about quantity order break discounts, but this is really for the e-commerce people that are watching. So you want to see how this looks. So I'm going to add, so now we have 1x, 2x. Now we want the 4x. Okay. And then after that, so now we have 3 products in there. And then what we want to do is, where were we? Let's see, 20x hit song, whatever, 20x, here we go, okay? So now this is the order bump, okay? So the order bump now, we need to hit this additional option button and actually tell that, go high level that it is a bump product, okay? And I'll show you, you guys have seen these before, it's a little bump box. And I'll show you what that looks like. But make sure you do not forget this. It's very easy to miss this. So click the bump box. Okay. So now we have that and it says bump. Perfect. And then we want to go back and we want to go to, this is why we put this sheet together, 3x checklist. Now we want to go to the 3x checklist, hit the price, and this is a order bump. There we go. So now we have 2 bumps, bump, bump. Now we go to add product. Do the 3 product, which is the private lesson with Josh. Josh is going to be getting a lot of private lessons here coming up. Do order bump. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so now we have all the products added with all these little question mark things, but once you guys set up Stripe, those won't be there. Now, the same thing goes with the order page, okay? Now, I guess I could, it's this exact same setup, okay? So, I'll just do it for amusement and showing you guys, because I know some of you want to use that order page. That makes total sense. So I'm just going to do this a little faster. It's the exact same thing that we just did, so don't want to waste any time here. 2, 4, I don't even know if I'm skipping them now. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 4, cool. And then, yeah, this is a bump. I'm not going to do all the bumps because I'm being lazy, but you'll see what they look like, okay? Yeah, we'll have, whatever. I am lazy, but might as well, all right? Might as well. We're already here just to show you guys what it all looks like. I'm going to add 1 more second. And 3x checklist, price. There we go. Bingo bango. Boom. There. So now we got the sales button. Now, obviously, you use one or the other. Like, you don't obviously use both. Like, and I'll show you in a second what I mean by that. Now, and then look, I'm going to test this with the sales page. So what I usually do is I take the order page and I put it all the way down to the bottom, right? No one can see it then. No one can get access to it. That sort of thing, right? So now it's not going to interrupt, because if somebody checks out on the sales page, then they would be taken to the order page. And we don't want that. We want them to go to the upsell, right? So I was just, you can put it all the way down there and hide it down there. You delete it if you want. But upsell number 1. Now we want to find the product. Upsell number 1. Add product. Same thing, right? But now we have to find that upsell. So I forget what it is. It's the 3x lessons with Josh. 3x private lesson, not the discount. The first one first, okay? And actually, the order doesn't matter, actually. Does not matter. Don't know what I'm even saying anymore. So the discount one, and we put both of them in there, okay? There we go. So we have 2 of them in there, and then upsell 2. Sorry, I'm going a little fast, but it's, you guys, you get it. What was number 2? 2 was the Master Acoustic Guitar course. And Master Acoustic Guitar course price, and we didn't do an upsell with that, so it's just that product on its own. And then upsell number 3, which is going to be going faster than I can load it. Oh yeah, that was the continuity price, continuity 49. Dun dun dun. Perfect. Okay. Now we could add the thank you page, and I might as well just touch on this. There's multiple ways of doing this, but really the best way, the most proper way to do this is, and which again, I don't want you guys spending all day on this. Do this later after you have this thing launched and set up and everything. But you could, there's 2 ways that I would do this. The fast way, just to day 1, if you're trying to set this up in an afternoon, take this order page, slide it up here and put it right underneath the thank you page. Okay. What is this going to do? So if they're on the thank you page, and we'll just go to the edit button, a little trick. Now, normally I would take them to a sales page, okay? It would be, that OTO, and I'll show you in a second, but what you could do with this, just to get this thing launched and super quick, you could, this is the thank you page, right? Where it's like, hey, this is how you access your files. You can schedule a call or whatever. And we want this extra little, again, usually it's a high ticket product. It's a monthly subscription, something like that. It's just like, people aren't quite done buying yet, guys. You don't want to miss out on the extra 2 to 3% or so. Like, this is just free money land here. So you can click on the button here, scroll down on the right hand side, and you can click on button actions. Okay, hopefully you can see that on the screen there. But under button actions, you can either say, you have all these options, right? But I would suggest if we, in this example, to take them to the next step. Okay, so if I hit save on this and I hit the little eyeball button, and now it's like I bought all my stuff. I came through the funnel. I bought everything. I'm on the thank you page. I'm watching the video. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take them up on this. And they click on this button right here. And it goes to the order page. Okay. And sure enough, there you can actually see all the products that we just put in. Right. So now they're on the order page and they can just buy then the monthly package. Like, you wouldn't have all this. You would just put the continuity in, and that would be the only thing, obviously. Okay. So they would have to like re-enter all their information, credit card number and all of that. We don't have Stripe set up, so you don't see that. But that would be one way to do it. Another way to do it. Okay. Another way to do it. And hopefully I'm not confusing anyone. It's just a lot to kind of explain. It's very simple though, really, if you just watch the video. But instead of using the order page, another way is we could actually move that down and put that back down for later use. But what we could do, since we already, if you already built this thing out, as far as, let's just say this Upsell 3, which is our continuity program, you could very easily just clone this funnel step. Okay, and turn the upsell into a sales page. Okay, which a sales page is gonna touch on all the things that go into like the product, right? So they already saw what that upsell number 3 was, but remember, they just saw what that continuity plan is, the thing that we're trying to sell again. So once they check out and they go through upsell number 3 and then they hit the thank you page, well, they don't need they're going to see the exact same thing. They know that they know that they passed on the continuity package, so they're offered it again. It's not like it's okay essentially if it's the exact same page is what I'm trying to say. It's okay if it's the exact same thing. So instead of an upsell, now we could just call this monthly community, okay, or like whatever we want to call it, right? And what we could do then, I'm just showing you this a little bit more, like, don't do this day one. I'm just showing you because, there might be a time and place where you want to do this. But then what we want to do is add the product once again to the monthly community page. Add product, go over here, find the community, master guitar, the price, save. Now, the only thing left that we would need to do, guys, if you wanted to do it this way, this is why the order page is faster, okay, because it's an order page. But the only thing left that we have to do then is click on this page, and we would have to add the 2-step order form in, okay? And let's see if I have it. If you click on the pop-up settings, which is this button right here on the top, okay? Now, this is cool because I already have this all designed out for you. This is why, once again, if you guys haven't picked up my templates yet, this is all done for you. This is all done for you. And again, $7, you get the freaking templates. So all I want you to do, instead of having these buttons here, delete the button, delete this, okay? And hit this little plus button and find the order form. 2-step order form. There it is on the bottom. Put it in here. There you go. Now you have the order form, and you can make adjustments. And obviously, if you're selling a digital product, you don't want like shipping and all this stuff. Actually, you want it very minimal. You want name, email. If you're selling a digital product, you want name and email. And you can do that by turning all of this stuff off. It's in these settings right here. This step 1, step 2, and that's how you can switch through this. Where is it? Where is it? Usually it's hide. Oh, here it is. Show company. So we don't want the company. We don't want, you could have a phone number. We don't necessarily need it though. We don't want shipping. So just name and email, okay? And then we go to step 2. And now we have our, it's just a standard order form, right? So now once we have that, we hit save. And what we do, make sure double check that it works on mobile too. Okay, good. It's on mobile. Always double check that. Come back. And now we want to go to the monthly continuity thing and do the exact same thing where we go to the products and we add, we already did add the product. Okay, so perfect. One other thing that I forgot to mention is obviously we want to get rid of the top banner here. It looks really silly. So like we don't want, wait, your order's complete, because they already went through the whole thing. So just get rid of that. Delete it. Delete it. There you go. Instead of wait, just get, special rocks are offered. Just make sure it makes sense and everything inside this, da 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 da. Now this button right here, when you click on the button and you go to the right hand side, instead of open pop-up, or I mean open pop-up is correct, but instead of like anything else or next step or whatever, make sure that open pop-up is selected, okay? Because when they click on that, I'll show you. I think we already looked at it, but just to show you what the page looks like now. So now it's like a brand new sales page, right? And it doesn't have to be over the top. We just cloned it. It doesn't have to be over the top because they already saw this page. They already know about it, right? So there's not much more selling that we need to do because this is on our thank you page. It's like we're just trying to get the last few percentage of people to do this. So there you go. It pops up, and then they have to re-enter their information and everything. I suppose you might be able to keep the credit card hot on the thank you page. I guess you could do it that way, but you wouldn't be able to send them then to like an order form or a page. So I wouldn't necessarily put like that one-click purchase on the thank you page. That'd be kind of weird. But anyways, guys, we went down a rabbit hole there, but that's a little bit more advanced. But do that later, okay? Do that later. But we have it all set up now. Now there's a few other things that we need to do, okay? So we have all the products added to the sales page. Perfect. But what about those order bumps, okay? So the order bumps, click on the sales page, or if we did this on the order page, it's the exact same fashion, whatever you guys are using. But in this example, let's do the sales page. We want to hit edit. Now these products that you add on the top, right? Like our core products, like these, or if we did the quantity order break discount, those will automatically be in this form. It'll automatically be in. But the ones that we selected bump on, remember that little checkbox we said it was an order bump? Those don't automatically show up. We actually have to define them, okay? So, we have to go find our order form, which in this case, we're using in the pop-up. So the pop-up is in the top right here, okay? And when you click on that, here's your form. Click on the form. And when you click on the form, go to advanced on the right-hand side, and then it's not there. So play around and try to click on that form again. And what's going on here? What's going on here? Hold on. Let's try that again. Something. Okay. Did that work? There we go. So I clicked on the access now button. I don't know. You have to play around with it, but make sure that when you click on it and you go to advanced, it says step 1, step 2, because now we know we're in the form. Okay. So under step 1, make sure step 1 is selected and it looks like this. You can go over to this section right here. So if you scroll down, see where it says order bump options? We need this, and we need to hit add order bump, okay? So we need to add that product in, okay? Now this is kind of like where this guy comes in. So under order bump, and I usually do this in my notepad once again, I just didn't elaborate because we were just talking about pricing, but I usually will type out what the bump is, and you'll see right here, I'll show you an example. So let's just say this is the first order bump. So we want to select the very first order bump, but it has headline, OTO headline, and then OTO text. Now I usually, just because I know that I have to fill all this out, I usually put this in my doc when I'm trying to figure out my products, okay? Once I have it all finalized. But we'll just do one of them. I'm not going to do all of them. But so the 20x hitch, and actually, I apologize. Why don't we, before we do that, click on step 2, okay? Show step 2. So now you actually can see what the order bump will look like, okay? So let's come back over here to enable order bump. And now let's go to headline, and we could just call it like 20x hit songs music sheet. We could say learn learn to play your favorite songs. I mean, guys, type in something better than that. But again, this is just an example here. Learn to play your favorite songs. Fast, I would probably do that. And then actually, I'm goofing this up. Learn how to play your favorite songs is the middle one. This top one is actually the headline. I wasn't paying attention. So in this, I would usually just say exactly what the product is. So I would say add 20x hit song sheets of music or whatever, it is, right? And then one thing in the OTO text, always hit the spacebar first. Otherwise, it kind of scrunches it together. It's just kind of like software glitch. So just do a space and then type like a quick description, okay? You could use ChatGPT for this. You could use Grok 3 for this, or you just type it yourself like I usually do. And I could say something like, add this, I don't know. I could say like, learn how to play your favorite songs in no time at all. How to play I don't like that. Learn how to play your favorite songs in just under 7 days. Features songs from Metallica. Like, I don't know, like AC/DC. Like, I'm just going with like old school bands. Like, whatever it is, whatever you're jamming out to on an electric guitar course, right? So, da 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 da. And top and other top hits, right? So there it is. And guys, like, it's okay to write like 1 or 2 sentences. Do not put a freaking 8,000 million word paragraph in there. And I also won't necessarily recommend keeping it like super, super short, kind of, because there's no sales page for it, right? So explain it a little bit and kind of like what it is, but don't go crazy. Maybe like 2 sentences, 3 sentences, okay? And then usually at the very end, I end it this way. I say add for just, and I'll do this little bracket thing. You see the little bracket? Hopefully you guys can see that, okay? Is that better? There, you can see it a little bit better now. So add for just, actually, I would put that in the bracket. I would do bracket, add for just, whatever the price is. I forget what the price is. I think it was $7. Make sure the price is right, obviously. The price is wrong. Add for just $7, right? That's it. And you could add an image. I don't generally recommend it. So we have that. I hit save. And boom, there it is. And there's your order bump. Look at how cool that is, okay? So they can click on this and they can add it then, and it's a perfect order bump. Now, you can add in, I'm not going to do it because I just don't have time, but you can add in this other one here, 3x checklist, and then, add now, whatever. So you guys get it, okay? So what we want to do then is save. Actually, on your end, you're going to be hitting publish. I'm just hitting save because I don't have a domain added. So zoom out a little bit. Now let's preview what this guy looks like. Let's preview it. And I'll zoom in a little bit for you. We'll come down and we'll click on the Teach Me Guitar Now. Type in our name, our email. And let's check it out. There we go. Cool. And again, we don't have Stripe set up, so it's kind of giving us that error. It would be like a credit card set up there. But very simple, guys. And this is how it works. Like, again, if you're doing a digital product, probably don't want to do the quantity order break discount. Again, we broke this down in other videos. I believe it was what is an SLO funnel and why every biz needs. I think it was in that one, or it was in the... Actually, no, it was in the what are we going to sell video. I'm sorry. So again, like, I'm not going to, touch on that anymore. But if you're just doing a digital course, like just do one, just do one thing if you're doing a digital or info or something like that. Okay. So anyways, let's move on from that. So we got those things. We have the order bump in here. And what's really cool is, let's just say they want to go with this. Well, it's $15 and then they want to add this bump. And now it's, that much more. And this is how you increase your average order value. This is how you do it, guys. This is how you do it. This is how you make money online. It all starts with an SLO funnel. This is where it starts, okay? I know it doesn't look like big money yet. It's not big Bugatti money yet. All the money, once again, like we've talked about, is made in the back end. Selling more expensive products, sending them to a middle funnel or a back end funnel, whatever it may be. Okay. But that shouldn't discourage you. Again, like I'm usually very profitable on my funnels, but again, it's not like Bugatti money. I'm still, I can get profitable and I can make a full-time living off of, of any of these SLO funnels. I mean, I could probably do this guitar one and launch it right now if I knew how to play guitar and make a full-time living just on this funnel. But I'd have to be running a fair amount of ads because once again, you know, the issue is that it's liquidating. That's why it's called a self-liquidating offer. It's liquidating on the product that we're selling. That's why we need lots and lots of products, okay? Because we're trying to break even with those ads so we can become profitable at the other end. So, I mean, I have seen front-end offers like this do millions and millions and millions of dollars per year. Now, is that all profit? No, absolutely not. It's because they are liquidating on those ads, right? But it gives them unlimited scalability, okay? So not to be confused with any of that. Last thing, the very, very last thing I want to touch on, actually, there's two more things. Let's do the order page. Just to show you, just in case, I don't want anyone lost, but you know, just to show you, just in case. So the order bump for this, it's the exact same setup. If you click on the order page anywhere, you click on advanced right here, it's the exact same setup. It looks a little bit different, but if you come down here, you're going to see wherever it is, enable order bump. Make sure the switch is on, add your order bump, and that's how you do it, right? So exact same thing. Put it in, add save, click save, and then click save up here, or really you guys would be clicking publish. That's all we needed. Okay, so that was pretty easy. Last but not least, okay, the upsells. Do not forget to do this, guys. This is so important. So many people forget to do this. If you own on your upsells, if you have two products in there, this is usually when you run into the issue. If you only have one product in like this, you're not, usually it's automatic. The product's automatically added because it knows it's an upsell. Except the button itself, we have to make sure on the button that it's actually pointing to the right place, okay? It's extremely important. Otherwise, you're gonna screw your whole funnel up, okay? So what you want to find is, usually I only do one button, okay, on an OTO, unless you're being more advanced or something or whatever. But this is how you configure the button. This is very, very important that you do not forget this part, okay? And I've done it many times. This is why we always test our funnel in the end, and I'll show you how to do that too, okay? But so anyways, the button. So we click on the button, go to the right-hand side here, and let me zoom in once again. And right now it's on open pop-up. We do not want it on open pop-up because this is an OTO. Like if it opens like a pop-up, we would lose the sale because this is the buy button, okay? So what do we want? We want this as, where is it? So right here, right in front of my face. One-click upsell or downsell, okay? So click on one-click upsell, and then you want to select the product. Now we have two in here because one's an upsell, one's a downsell. So we want the expensive one first, obviously, right there. And then after that is done, if they click on this button and buy, what happens? It goes to the next step. You can do other things in here, but we always want it to go to the next step, okay? You can have it skip a step, which is really fancy. That is, man, if that was around when ClickFunnels was still cool, I wish they had that. Very cool step, more advanced. Anyways, they click the button, this product right here they'll buy it. Make sure that this price is adjusted accordingly. And if you ever change the price, make sure you change it on this page. That would be really weird if it's $97, but they're thinking it's only $47, okay? So that being said, those things, and then this last one, this is actually, okay. So this is kind of confusing to a lot, and I understand why. This is actually a button, okay? It's an invisible button. This is kind of weird. First off, let me just show you what to do with this. When somebody clicks this no thank you, if we are doing an upsell, a downsell on this page, we want to use this button right here to open the pop-up. Okay, so if they say no thank you and they don't want to pay the 47, then it goes to this pop-up, okay? It's very important that we have the pop-up open, okay? If we are doing a downsell, okay? Not all of you are doing downsells. So if you're not doing a downsell and you just want them to go to the next product, well, then we want to make sure that the next step is selected. So if they say, no, I don't want it, it goes to OTO number 2, right? And it just keeps going. But in this case, we're doing a downsell. And just to show you how to do downsells, what we want to do is we want to move it over to the pop-up. Now it does say downsell. Don't be confused. It does say downsell right there. I always do my downsells on a little in the pop-up. It's so much easier. So open pop-up, and we go to the pop-up then. Just a little button right there. And remember, this now is the buy button, and this is the no thank you button. So all we have to do then in this button is we click on this, and change the text, put in, I'll take $10 off or $20 off or like whatever it is, right? Make sure these numbers match, whatever it is, okay? But now click on this button. Come down to the bottom once again, and it says one click upsell. Make sure it's one click upsell / downsell, and then select the discounted product, right? Because we're giving the discount now. And after they click on that button, it goes to the next step. Okay, very simple. Makes a lot of sense, right? If they say, no thanks, I don't like deals, or whatever funny thing you put in here, you make sure that goes to the next step. So if they say no, nothing happens. It doesn't bill their credit card. Just nothing happens. It just goes to the next page. It just goes to the next page. Nothing fancy, okay? So that's how that is. And you hit save, or in your case, publish, like I've been saying. Now, we have everything set up, and you make sure you do this for all. It would be on your sales page, on upsell 1, upsell 2, upsell 3. If you did anything fancy, obviously, like we were talking about before with the thank you page, with the continuity, or if you were using the order page. Just those are the only pages, right? So remember that the products need to be added on the page that you collect the credit card from. If you are collecting the credit card in a pop-up on the sales page, that is where you add your products. Not the VSL, the opt-in, not any of these other pages. That'd be weird, okay? So, one last thing. Now, unfortunately, I can't really show this easily because we are in a demo. But just to kind of like verbally tell you how to do this, we want to test this, okay? Always, 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 I don't care how perfect you think you set this up, test the system, okay? So what you want to do to test is you go to settings, okay? Go to settings, and you see how it says payment mode live? We want to turn that off, and it'll say test. So now it's in test mode, okay? We go and hit save. Now that we're in test mode, once it saves, now I wish I could show you this because I don't have Stripe set up, and I'm not setting up Stripe on a fake account, okay? It's just not happening. I could probably use one of mine, but I'm not. Like, it's pretty self-explanatory, okay? We're in test mode now. So what that means is now test your funnel. I would actually go into the very first page, the opt-in page. I would opt in. I would put my email address in and then make sure that I get to the VSL, okay? Once I get to the VSL, I would actually click on the button itself, like actually do it. Run through it. I know it's very boring, but go through the whole thing yourself. Like go through the opt-in, enter your email. Now you hit the VSL. Hit this button. Now we're gonna go to the sales page, right? Now that we're on the sales page, now I'm gonna go here. Now I'm going to type in my name, and now I'm going to type in my email, and I'm going to check out. Now, again, I don't have Stripe set up, so you can't really see this. So it says no payment found, but it'll say, see how it says test mode right here? You're in test mode, right? So you can make a fake purchase. If you guys have never done this before, I'm sorry if you've done this before. It's probably super boring, this video. But what you want to do now is put in, like I'm just going to show you up in the browser here, or I don't know where else I could show you, but type in 4242, okay? So it's a fake credit card number essentially that it's used for testing. It's a known number used for testing, okay? So just enter inside of the credit card form when it pops up here. We put your name in, like a fake name, a fake everything. And for the credit card number, just enter what I usually do is I just do it really fast. So I do 4242424242, and I just keep doing that until it maxes out. I think it's, the proper, I don't know how many numbers are in a credit card number, but you just enter 4242, right? And that's the first 4 numbers. And then the next 4 numbers is 4242. So just enter that and then put in a fake CVC code, like it could be 123. And then you put in a fake expiration date. Just make sure the expiration date is in the future, not in the past. And then hit buy. And when you hit buy, what'll happen, if everything is set up correctly, and you guys, everything works, you will be taken then to the next page, your upsell page. You're like, wow, I'm in the upsell page. It worked. And what's cool is you guys can go to your Stripe account, go to stripe.com, and in the top right corner, you'll see a live mode. You'll see like a test mode and a live mode. Flip the switch to test, and it'll show all the test data come in. And you want to make sure, again, I wish I could show you this, but I'm definitely not showing my Stripe account. So go in to that, hit the test mode in the top right corner. There's a little switch under stripe.com. And then you can see all of the fake little payments that you made. It'll say test payment, you know, and it'll make sure that all the payments and the prices come through and everything looks correct. Otherwise, you have to fix it. Okay, good. So we have that covered. Now we want to fake, you know, make sure that our one-time offer works, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to, you know, the credit card is still hot, even though it's in test mode. And, you know, again, like we just checked out, I'm doing this hypothetically here. So we just checked out and now we're on this page and we're in test mode and we put in a fake credit card number or whatever. So now we're on, our credit card's hot. We say, we can either hit yes, we can test that, or we can test the no thank you, I'll pass up on this amazing offer. So in this case, I'm going to say no, because I knew that, you know, we have that little, the downsell, right? But this one I'm going to hit yes on. Now it's probably going to error out because it's, you know, yeah. So Stripe account not found because I don't have it set up. But I'm going to click that. And then once again, in your Stripe.com account, if you go to Stripe.com and you're in test mode, you're going to once again see that fake payment show up. All right. And it's just going to show you that as a test. Okay. So next, like just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to hit the no thanks button to make sure that works. And lo and behold, it doesn't. I'm sorry. It does, because, you know, that's what it's supposed to do. It's, you know, if I say I don't want it, we offer a better discount, right? Perfect. And then if I don't want it, you know, I just say I don't want it, right? And it should now go to OTO number 2, which it did. Perfect. And then we come down here and then we test the next button, and we just do this one at a time, you know, like we click this button and then it purchases the product, and then it should go to the next OTO page, right? But I don't have Stripe set up. I'm going to hit no. And I'm going to hit no again because I don't have Stripe set up. And you notice, guys, that actually, so that was a problem, actually. Let me just, you know, let's have some fun here. I only have one product on, but when I hit no, I didn't want it. It actually showed a downsell pop up. We didn't want that, actually. So I'm going to go, and again, like I'm doing this hypothetically, so it's like I'm just showing you guys how to do one thing at a time. I'm not like going to launch this thing. But so I wanted to go back to OTO number 2. And if you noticed, when I clicked on this button right here, it showed the pop-up, right? It showed the pop-up. Well, this OTO number 2, we don't have a downsell on that. So that's actually incorrect. So we actually need to fix this button. We wouldn't have known that if we didn't test this product, hypothetically test this product, right? So we want this. If they say no, we don't want it, we want it to go to the next step, which would take them to OTO number 3, okay? That's why it's very important to do this. The very last thing that I want to touch on, guys, and then I'll get you out of here because, as always, these videos take forever. This button right here, this is actually a button. It's like an invisible button, basically, okay? You'll see it even says button actions. This is how you can get people to skip on, you know, on an upsell. So if they click this button, it immediately charges their credit card and it charges them, right? The next thing, like if they don't want it, they click this and it obviously goes and like nothing happens, but it's a button that just goes to the next step. That's all it is. So how I do that is, you'll notice when I click on this, right now it's in translucent, but if I hit like a color, look at that, it's a button. You just don't see it because I have it hidden. I don't want it to be a button, okay? I don't want to make it so easy for them that, oh yeah, I don't like, you know, or get confused or whatever. I want it text. I want it just a piece of text. No thanks. I'll pass on this amazing offer. You don't want it underlined, even blue. I won't even do like, I don't know, like be legitimate, be, you know, don't be scammy and spammy, you know, like don't be that person. Like, you know what I mean? Don't get weird with that. Okay. That is it, you know, and obviously test, you know, the rest of the funnel, go through OTO 1, 2, and 3, go to the thank you page, and then you can click on if you added that last product on the thank you page, and then make sure you test that one as well if you did the order page or whatever. Now, the very, and I promise, this is the very last thing. Do not forget, when you're ready to launch this thing, like right when you're done testing it, you should just get in this habit. When you're done testing a funnel, go back into settings, put this in live mode, okay? I've been guilty of this. Luckily, it's only happened to me once, but I've seen clients do this a lot. But they forget to put this back in live mode. This blue button should be on. Blue, see how it says this is test mode? This is live mode, not to be confused. It's in live mode now, we hit save, okay? Make sure you hit save too. So now it's live, we can take credit card payments as long as your Stripe is set up. Do not forget to do that, because if you start running ads and it's in test mode, oh, that really sucks. All those fake transactions, fake money coming through. Anyways, guys, I think that's it. Cool. That's all I have for you, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Inside of the next video, we're going to be getting into more of the itty gritty. We're going to be talking more about the components of each and every individual page that is inside of the Rockstar Pro Funnel, which is, like essentially everything, right? So we're going to talk about the components of an opt-in, the components of a VSL, sales page, order page. We're going to go through each individual page, and I'm going to break down every single little thing inside of the page, like everything from the headline to the buttons to the changing everything you need to know, so you can just take my stuff out and put your stuff in. All right. I try to make this as simple as possible. And guys, look, I don't even know why I'm still trying, but if you have not picked up this funnel yet for $7, I don't know even why you are watching these videos, because this is the template that we use. This is the Pro Funnel that we use to put this all together. Okay, click on the link below and you can pick up this whole thing for $7. You get all these pages for $7. Now there are some optional ones, that it costs a little bit more, like a couple dollars more. But if you want the sales page, which is this freaking crazy sales page right here, look at how big this thing is. I mean, we've been going over it already. But if you want this sales page and you want all of these pages put together, I have it for you right now. If you click on the link below, I mean, look at this thing go. Like, how much time is that going to save you? And even if, like I get, like, most people are probably not selling guitar lessons. I totally get that. So you change the colors. You change the colors and you change the copy and you put in your pictures, okay? Boom. You have an entire SLO funnel ready to rock and roll, ready to get leads, sales, customers, clients, what have you, all while warming them up, building trust, respect, and rapport, breaking even on your ads, and owning and controlling traffic. All in one place. All in one place. I cannot stress that enough. Everything. You get everything. Like, there you go. You get all the emails. It is ready to rock and roll. It is ready to rock and roll. So that's what I have for you guys. That's what I have for you guys. Click on the link below. Hope to, that you pick up this awesome template. And if you already have picked up the template, but you wanted to upgrade to, let's say, the elite level or one of the higher levels, feel free. You just buy the elite level and you get the snapshot then, like I talked about in the snapshot video, and you can very easily upgrade. It just adds it right to your account. Now you have all the pages and all the emails, okay? So you can also upgrade too if you, let's just say, started with the $7 package, right? And then you're like, I kind of like this Craig guy. And which I hope so. Like, I'm really trying, guys. I'm putting a lot of effort into these things. So if you really, like that Craig guy and you really want to take him up on one of these funnels here, come into that elite level, grab that, upgrade it, one-click install, and all of those, all the elite level funnels will then, all pages and emails and everything that it comes with, including that sales page, will all be then loaded into your account in one click with the snapshot, like you saw in the snapshot video. I think it was like the second video in this course. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is how you add products. We already talked about pricing. I can't wait to get into finally dipping our toes in and putting this whole freaking thing together. I'm excited. We'll see you guys in just a little bit.